Hello everybody, Glenn Tupper here, and as you can see, I've got a brand new batch of Paramotor the Americas books that I am getting ready to sign and ship out to everybody that bought one on my pre-sale release. But what I want to do right now, just to give you a little taste of what this book is about, is do sort of a reading for you before I go ahead and get to signing and shipping these books out. So before I start, I would like to share like a favorite special part of this trip. I was in Northern Argentina in a place called Corrientes, and I was leaving my good friends Colo and Edwin and headed to Uruguay, where I was going to ship my car off. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start on this little story, one of my little favorite parts of the trip, and just enjoy. So here we go. All good things must come to an end, however, and it was time to depart this paradise. I said my very hard goodbyes that even writing this today choke me up. I set off down the road thinking that my journey was pretty much at an end. I planned on driving to Montevideo, Uruguay, and putting my car on a boat. That was the end, so I thought. It was 10-something at night, and things work out in very strange ways. I hadn't gotten out enough Uruguayan pesos from the ATM, so as I arrived just outside Montevideo, sure enough, a toll booth appeared. I tried to pass with some dollars, but they turned me around, and I had to backtrack about 5 miles to find an ATM. I got my money and was back on the road, but as I entered the highway again, after 8 hours of driving, a truck passed by me with what looked like a big fan in the back. My tired brain and weary eyes, for some reason, convinced myself that it was a paramotor. There is no way that this is a paramotor, I thought to myself. I sped up out of curiosity to find out what it was. It was a paramotor. What are the odds on this day, this hour, this minute, having been turned around at the toll booth for not having enough money, here I was driving my American car 12,000 plus miles away from home in the dead of night, and a truck with a paramotor passes me just outside Montevideo, Uruguay. I had to do something, and if you know me, there was only one option. I sped up and rolled my passenger window down and started shouting and motioning for him to pull over. In the USA, that might get you shot. But this guy pulled over. I got out and ran up to his window and started in Spanish that I too flew paramotors and that I had been driving all the way from the USA. His name was Nicholas Badell. He nor I could believe the situation that was happening, but we exchanged phone numbers and plans to meet the following day. His motor was not working properly, but I lent him my Zenith 130, and the next day we made an amazing 40-mile cross-country together, flying west from Punta del Este. So, that's just a small example of the stories, the pictures that you are going to see in this book, Paramotor the Americas. It's 471 pages long, starting from Texas, going all the way to Uruguay. Amazing, amazing stories, pictures. If you haven't got one of these, be sure to check out the link in the description below. It's paramotortheamericas.com. Behind me right here, I have got a final version of the documentary film. It's going to be about an hour and a half, exactly at 1 hour and 34 minutes long, of adventure, of friendship, of just amazing, amazing stories that I can't wait to share with you. If you get one of these books, I am going to send you a link to this movie before it is released to the public, so you will get a first-hand shot at watching this incredible movie that I just spent the last 2 months completing. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, sitting at a computer for hours and hours and compiling hundreds of hours of footage and packing it all into one action-packed documentary film that I can't wait for you to check out. Again, all the people that bought books for the pre-release sale, these are your books right here, and I'm going to get to signing them. Special messages for you. If you want one of these books, it's not too late to get a signed copy. ParamotorTheAmericas.com. Pick yourself up one. I will sign it personally for you and send it to you. So, super excited about this. I have dreamed of this for a long time. I didn't have the courage to work on the video myself, the movie myself, but you know, it's better late than never. And I had a lot of time with this whole pandemic thing that's going on, so I finally was able to complete the paperback version of this book. It is available, and I finally got the courage to make this movie on my own. No one else was going to do it. I had to do it myself, and I think that you will be very impressed, and it is just a journey that I hope inspires a lot of you to get out there and make your own adventures. You know, it doesn't have to be, if you're not a paramotor pilot, whatever you're passionate about, I hope that this in some way inspires you to get out and use your passions to explore the world, make new friendships, and just live life as beautifully as you can. So, without further ado, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you enjoyed this little reading of my book. There's a lot more crazy stories in this book with pictures and with text, and I cannot wait for you to see this movie. It's going to blow your mind. All right, that's it for me. Hopefully soon I'll be dropping a trailer, the official trailer for this movie, to get you kind of pumped up for the movie. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video.